He lost in the wilderness, all right. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank y'all, everybody, for staying with us as we progress through the end of the show here tonight. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Sponsored by Live Action Captions as well as Free Spirit Enterprise. As we go through the end of the night, we got our rants, we got our closings. Give Mr. LP an opportunity to say very briefly what he wants to say as we close out the show. Mr. LP, what is your final word of the night, my brother? What you got?
Thank you very much for allowing me on the show. I greatly appreciate it. I apologize for my misbehavior. I was trying to loosen up a little bit, but I failed miserably. But if you want to hear more fun and excitement and entertainment and also some little bit of lessons on a variety of things, you can listen to Live in the Radio Tuesdays from 7 to 9 here on the same bad time, same bad channel, and also on Sundays you have all I'm thinking of the Thursday show all throughout the radio, but you have Amplified Gospel, which is from 6 a.m. Sunday to 6 a.m. Monday. We have all types of music, and please send us your prayers so you can pray them throughout the show. Amplified Gospel RVA@gmail.com. Thank you very kindly, everybody.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Big bro Joe, you up, man? What you got?
Hey, just want to sit there and say, go Seattle. Need them to go ahead and win. Put this whooping on them. 27-24. That's my prediction. Sitting here with everybody. Everybody. We were clowning. But gentlemen, we always going to be respectful of the ladies. Always going to be respectful. We got to make sure that we listen to what they say and listen to what their feelings and make sure that we understand that. But ladies, you also have to make sure that you listen to what we have to say as well, because if you get both parties together, you can make one team.
Totally agree. We got daughters, so you already know. The truth is, and I don't want to take over the rant that you just gave, Joe, but I do feel like I need to make this comment here. The truth of the matter is, we got daughters, and we may speak in hyperbole with regards to levels of chauvinism. Don't get it twisted. I feel strongly about 98% of the stuff that I say, but the aggression that you get when I say it is me clowning. You know what I mean? I got the right to feel how I feel, but I'm also going to do all that I can do to be respectful of how you feel, because I realize that I'm not in this world by myself as a man. I'm in this world with the woman, and while I may feel how I feel, you feel how you feel, and the only way there's going to be harmony is if we're harmonious together. And so, I just wanted to, if you don't mind, Joe, we normally don't piggyback on each other's rants, but because of the spirited conversation that we just got finished having, I felt that it was great that you said what you said, and I wanted to add to it. Ain't no half step on Marcus J. It's time for the Dating Pool Diva. Time to close out the show and the Diva Diaries with the Divas Rant. What you got?
I just want to kind of talk about my events that I have going on. In February, I have something going on just about every weekend. On the first Saturday of the month, I have the Homeless Drive and event at the Monroe Park. We're going to start there at 10 a.m. and we don't last long there, just long enough to pass out some, items to the homeless population there. So I'm hoping people will follow that, and if they can't donate, at least volunteer their time. Also, the second Saturday of the month, I have the Bittersweet Showcase, which is actually something that we started last month, the second Saturday of the month, and we're doing it this time on Valentine's Day, which will be kind of special for us. The showcase is based on my book, A Taste of Bittersweet Fruit, and we had a web series that we shot during the summer, and now we're doing live acting, poetry, and music for people at the Franklin Library. That starts, the door opens at 1, the show starts around 2 o'clock. And then the third Saturday of the month, we have the Love Revolution, which is something we've been doing for a couple years now. We're going to do it on the third Saturday of the month from 4 to 7, and it's going to be at the Karina's Jamaican Restaurant. And, we always have fun talking about relationships, dating, love, We give away prizes and raffles. We just have a really great time. So people can follow me on Facebook to find out any more information. Author Charisma, KHARISMA, or my website, freespiritenterprises.co.biz. Thank you.
Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J. It's time for the co-host. That's why Butler. Tell us why you feel like you are a grown woman.
I can't hear it, but I got the beat in my head.
You got the beat in your head? It's going there. It's there. It's a little feedback, so I ain't want to put it too loud.
I was way off on my beat.
Yeah, it's there. They can hear it.
But no, I don't have too much to say. Thank you for everyone for listening. Thank you to everyone for listening. It was great to walk in and see the diva. And Joe, as always, with your Zappa self. Mr. LP. And my brother Marcus.
Thank you.
You know, guys, like Joe said, we do joke around. And he makes a very, very valid point where we do need to listen to each other. But it's fun that we're having tonight. So guaranteed when we leave here and we go home, we put our acts together. So, but I appreciate you guys listening in. See you next Monday. Have a good night.
You know, I have Steppin with Marcus J. live from the Dent Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all, everybody who has listened to us tonight. Special thank you to Michelle K. and Joy for checking in. Our special guest who joined us in the building. We appreciate him being here tonight. Special thank you to Kathy, Lorianne, and True, who checked in social media. Thank you to the crew in the building, Mr. LP Steven Sykes, Big Bro Joe, the Dating Pool Diva with the Diva Diaries every fourth Monday, as well as the co-host. Rundown, Legacy Internet Radio every single day, 7 days a week. Ain't no half step on Marcus J on Mondays at 7. And Live in the Radio with Mr. LP Steven Sykes, Live in the Radio on Tuesdays at 7. The Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P, the hottest, funniest comedy team of Internet Radio every Wednesday at 7. All Throttle Radio, motorcycle culture from the urban perspective on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Debuting here on Legacy Internet Radio on February 5th, Thursday at 9:30. You got the listening party, the brand new show on Legacy Internet Radio, focusing on old school hip hop culture. Friday nights, the pregame, every single Friday at 8, getting you ready for the weekend. Of course, you've got conversations from your sisters with SY and Lissa P. On Saturday afternoons, Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez, Saturday evenings at 7, followed by the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix on Saturday night from 9 p.m. until Sunday morning at 6 a.m. You heard Mr. LP tease it before, Amplified Gospel for 24 hours, 6 a.m. Sunday to 6 a.m. Monday. You've got all kinds of spiritual programming there, from speeches to prayers to gospel music. So we're excited about having that programming here on Legacy Internet Radio. We've been pretty close to 24 hours. We haven't officially gone 24 hours here on Legacy Internet Radio, but for the most part, you turn us on, we'll be there. We'll appreciate that. It's because of you guys continuing to want to hear us is the reason why we continue to put out the product that we put out. This show that you're listening to right now, Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J, will air in its entirety immediately following tonight's live show, so feel free to stay with us. If you missed any of the beginning portions of the show, we will certainly go ahead and run it back. We thank you for listening to us on TuneIn. We thank you for listening to our replays on YouTube. So it's time for me to end the show with my rant and my closing. It's not much. It's just a story. I normally don't do a story in my rant, but I saw this story that was kind of bugged out, and I wanted to kind of share it. It was about a fella by the name of Martin Pistorius. He's 12 years old in the 80s. He fell into a coma where he remained in a vegetative state for 12 years in South Africa. The doctors weren't sure why he got sick. They thought it was some sort of meningitis. As he got worse, he lost all the ability to move and speak and make eye contact, and the doctors thought he would die. But the family, every day, they kept with the same routine. His dad would get up every morning at 5 a.m., get him dressed, take him to the care center. He'd give him a bath, feed him dinner, put him in bed. The parents set off an alarm every 2 hours to turn him over so that he wouldn't get bed sores. And this was their life for 12 years. Today, he's able to move and walk and talk. He uses a computer to speak, actually, but is mobile with his wheelchair, and he's fully aware of everything going on around him. He wrote a book. And in the book, he remembers things from the time he was unaware. People would, come and spend time with him, and he remembers everything. He even remembers hearing his mom say that she hopes that he would die, which I guess I can imagine how sad that would be. And he also said he got so sick and tired of Barney, he thought he was going to lose his mind. For some reason, they kept putting it on for him. But the reason why I wanted to tell this story is to show the dedication that a parent will have for their child. Joe and I talked earlier about the level of anger that we could muster up if someone attacked our child. And his dad got up every single day for 12 years and dressed his son and fed his son and bathed his son, not knowing if he would ever come out of that vegetative state. And it just goes to show the power of the love that a parent would have for their child. And I have that love for my child. I know Joe does. I know SY does, and most of the people who are listening to us. Some folks, unfortunately, don't. But cherish your children. Talk to your children. Tell them you love them. Give them a hug. Be affectionate with them, because the lessons that they learn from you in the household are the lessons that they're going to take into the world. And we got enough people in the world who are not let's just say people we don't want to be around. So we want people to take positive messages into the world. And I felt very, very happy reading this story about the Pistorius family and how this family took care of young Martin. That's the end of the show. It's my rant that has nothing to do with what we're in here talking about tonight. I want to remind everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. Also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. And you know how Steppin with Marcus J will air again in its entirety immediately following this live airing right now. We'll be back next week. Peace.